Don't I just look like the type of person that would make this video? Hi, my name is Monroe, and I was wrong about the Snyder Cut, and that's what I want to talk about today. If you're watching this after the release of the Snyder Cut, I haven't seen it yet because it's March 16th and it hasn't came out on HBO Max. It comes out this Thursday in a couple of days, and I'm excited for it. There's a lot I want to get into, but mostly I want this to be an amendment on my part because I was one of those avid people, fans of Zack Snyder. I was a fan of Zack Snyder. I still am. I loved Man of Steel. I loved Batman vs. Superman. Not ironically, not after the fact. When they came out, loved it. Watched BVS 2 times in one night the day it came out on my birthday. Watched Man of Steel in IMAX the day it came out. Big fan of these movies, big fan of this world, big fan of Zack Snyder. I'm one of the few that love Sucker Punch. Just so you know, I want to answer the how full of shit am I question right off the bat. But I was wrong. I never thought I'd see the day that this movie was going to come out. Now, first of all, I want to say that I was right and wrong. And if you were an avid conspiracy theorist of the Snyder Cut, you were also right and wrong. So this is a bit of a have my cake and eat it too. I want to make this amendment to all the avid Snyder Cut supporters. I was not one of them, never, until this was released on HBO Max, until Zack Snyder himself released this image. I never thought we would ever see this. So it's wonderful to be wrong. It's wonderful to be proven wrong. This is for people out there like my brother Jeremy, who would tell me, it's real. Jason Momoa basically said it was real. Kevin Smith basically said it was real. Zack Snyder, if you look at all these little clips, I'm like, dude, you're beating a dead horse. But I want to say that this was predicated on being butthurt if the Justice League, Joss Whedon's version of the movie, which by the way, he gets away with because his name wasn't on the movie as a director. Zack Snyder took the heat. If Joss Whedon's movie was excellent, if it was an A++, I don't know if we'd ever see this version of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Maybe we would, but I don't know. It's all predicated on being butthurt. There's only one person on the planet that deserves to be vindicated and have this movie be a reality, and that's the director, Zack Snyder himself. So I am, as a filmmaker myself, I am ecstatic and astounded and inspired that Zack Snyder is able to get the movie that he wanted to make. That's fucking excellent. Now, one thing I've always said, I've always pointed back at his daughter's suicide. I've always pointed back at Autumn Snyder's unfortunate passing as a source to point to and say, this is why this happened. It was a domino effect, and let's just honor this death by suicide first and foremost. I've always said that, which is why I just, as a parent of 2 kids, I could not imagine the pain that the Snyders went through, and losing their movie was really at the bottom of the list, which is why I never made it a priority for me. But the fans, if you guys were not butthurt, and if you guys didn't, support suicide awareness, and if you guys didn't support with airplanes and Times Square promotions that you guys paid on your dime, if you didn't do that, this would have never happened. That's for sure. So I want to say first, I was wrong. I never thought we'd see this ever. But I was also right in that the Snyder Cut, the assembly cut, the version that Zack saved, the black and white version, we'll never see that version. That cut was not really ever finished. As a matter of fact, they put $70 million, we all know, into this movie. A couple of reshoots, even if it's just 5 minutes of new footage. Jared Leto was never in the original Snyder Cut. Let's just call it the assembly cut, so I can make that distinction, draw that line in the sand. We'll never get that version. I'm making this to say we were wrong and we were right. And I honestly, I feel like Batman. I feel like Ben Affleck's Batman in this moment. I didn't believe the Snyder Cut was real. I didn't think we'd ever get it. Just like Batman thought that Superman was this evil alien that could kill the entire planet, kill the world. And I had my Martha moment when Zack released this and said, it's happening on HBO Max. And I realized I was wrong, and it really does kind of feel poetic insofar as due to Autumn Snyder's unfortunate late passing, it brought everybody together in this weird way, the way Superman in the movie, in the canon, died and brought the Justice League together. So that poetry right there is absolutely incredible. I never thought I'd see the day. I didn't think it was possible. So I just want to say, I can't, you might not be able to hear, I was never a hater, but I was a release the Snyder Cut non-believer. I'll say that. And I will say, for those fans that were avid supporters, I'm talking about my close knit of people, the Jeremys out there, the Christian Blakes out there, who always believed in this, who followed Zack Snyder on Vero, who were the true fans. Much respect to you guys. I'm so happy in 2 days you're gonna get this dream come true. This never happens. This is unprecedented in filmmaking history. This never fucking happens. Which brings me to hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Let's not get greedy here. Let's be honest. I believe in supply and demand, right? I believe in capitalism. You guys demanded it and Warner Brothers supplied it. The truth is, if you guys cry enough about restore the Snyderverse, maybe it could happen. I'm not interested in that unless Zack Snyder himself is interested in getting back on the DC horse and finishing what he started. I'd like to think that he's happy now and he rode off into the sunset and he's done. I can respect that. And I think if he can respect that, y'all need to respect that too. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong about this as well. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Feel free to roast me in the comments. It's good for me. It's good for the algorithm. Keep a force field around your heart, and I'll see you guys next time.